Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will learn how to implement an Android control with name Progressbar. Right. So here in Android, Progressbar is a user interface control which is used to indicate a progress of some operation. For example, suppose we are downloading a file from internet, or we are uploading a file from our local machine to the internet or Google Drive, right? So in that case we need to see a progress of our work. It means how many work is done and how much work is remaining which is to be done. Okay. So for that purpose, progress bar is very useful UI control in Android operating system. Similarly, we can use a progress bar for installation progress of the operation. We have often we need to install required softwares on our system or on our mobile phone. So while installing any particular software, it shows a progress bar to us, which indicates means how much time it will take to install that particular software completely on our machine or on our smartphone. Okay, so in that case, progress bar is very useful UI control which can be used to show a progress of an operation. By default, progress bar will be displayed as a spinning wheel, as you are able to see in this particular GIF image. So this first progress bar is called as the spinning wheel progress bar. And by default, if we have not set any attributes of progress bar control explicitly in layout file, then by default progress bar will be shown as a spinning wheel. But this default appearance of progress bar can be changed by setting a value of an attribute called as a style. Okay, so if we want to show a progress bar in the form of horizontal direction, like this second one and this third one, right? So in that case, we need to set a style attribute of a progress bar control using a statement somewhat like this one. For example, say Android colon style is equal to, in double quote you have to specify this string. It means Android colon a double tr slash progress bar style horizontal, and it should be same as it is shown in this particular slide. It means B, S and H letters should be in uppercase and other letters should be in lowercase. So using this style attribute, we can change its default appearance to the horizontal appearance of a progress bar. Right. Now, as usual, as that of the other controls, progress bar also can be created in XML layout file, and for that we need to define a progress bar control somewhat like this one, which is shown in this particular code snippet. Okay, so in layout file, using a progress bar element or a progress bar tag, we can define or create a progress bar control which as shown in this particular snapshot. So this is one of the part of any say layout file, right? It means this particular progress bar tag will belongs or may belong to one of the activity dot XML file or something other file, but it should be a layout file only. Okay, so as shown in this particular code snippet, this is a progress bar element or progress bar tag. This is start of the tag and this is the end of the tag, and there are some certain attributes. For example, its ID is set to the p bar 3, it means progress bar 3 likewise. And as I said earlier, style property is set to the horizontal progress bar. If this style property is absent here, then when you run this particular application, your progress bar will be shown in the form of spinning wheel, and if this style is specified, it will be shown in the horizontal horizontal progress bar. Then these are the width and height parameters which are set to the wrap content. Then this is a minimum height which is set to the 50 dp and minimum width is set to 250 dp. Okay, so this minimum width and minimum height specifies the width and height of the progress bar, and this max attribute defines the maximum value of that particular progress bar. It means what is the last value or what is the maximum progress that progress bar can be shown. For example, in this case, this is set to the 100, then your progress bar will start from some initial value. Again, this initial value will be specified by this progress attribute. Okay, so in this case, initial value is set to 1 and max value is set to 100. Okay, that is why when you run this particular application, your progress bar will start from the value 1 and it will progress from 1 gradually up to the last point, which is here 100, right? uh, if this max value might be set to the 50, then it will show you progress from 1 to 50 in particular animated form. Okay, and this indeterminate attribute is used to set whether this particular progress bar is to be indeterminate, or it is not an indeterminate. It means indeterminate in the sense, if we set this indeterminate parameter to true, then there will be no value for your value or amount of progress will not be shown to your progress bar control. We will see in detail about this indeterminate attribute in coming slide, right? So there are various attributes which I have explained here. We can read this table and you may be able to understand what is the purpose of each attribute, right? So in this table, important property is progress, and it is used to set a default progress value between 0 and max value. It must be an integer value, right? Then a progress bar with determinate mode. What is mean by determinating mode? We will see that. So in progress bar, a determinate progress mode is used when we want to show a quantity of progress occurred so far from the beginning time up to that particular moment, right? And to use a determinate progress, it is required that we need to set a style of a progress bar to a particular value, that is widget underscore progress bar underscore horizontal or progress bar style horizontal. Okay, so first condition is its style should be set to horizontal type, and the amount of progress bar, we need to set the amount of progress bar using the progress attribute. It may be 0, or it may be the value of progress attribute will be value between 0 and max value of that particular progress bar, but it should be an integer value, right? So this is a typical snapshot which shows you how to define a determinate progress bar. In this case, max, say in this case 50% progress is already completed in case of this particular progress bar. For example, see here, this is ID of the progress bar, which is set to P bar, and this is style which defines this is a horizontal scroll bar. Width and height is set to wrap content. Then max value is set to 100, and a progress value is set to the 50. It means when you run this application, your progress bar will show, or your progress bar's progress will start from the 50% onwards. It progress bar. So we are calling get max method on the object of the progress bar class, or simply we can also do this. Instead of this, we can also set this one, because we know the max value of this progress bar is set to the 100. Okay, but it's not suggestible, or it's not preferable. Hard code is not preferable in any programming language. That is why it's better option to use this type of method to get the maximum value of that particular progress bar. Okay, so what it will set to the text view. So suppose the current progress of this progress bar, its value of I is 2, then this value of I will be like, say, suppose this is 2 and this is static slash, so it will be slash, and pgs bar dot get max will return value of 100. Okay, so this text will be set to this particular text view, right? But it will be only for some specific time, and then here we are suspending that particular thread by 1 second, so that you can you will be able to see its progress by your say by your human eyes. Okay, if we have not suspended this thread, then it will be so fast that you cannot see the progress by our eyes, right? So this is only first state, first text. Now this particular while loop will iterate n number of times until and unless the value of I is smaller than the 100. Okay, next time I will become 3, and again this particular text view will be set, text property of text view will be set to the 3, and again it will be suspended for 1 second, and this particular loop will be